right, three-piece. Welcome to the Birds, baby.
Yo, welcome back to the No Cut Sports Podcast with your host, Now Frazier. And I know it's been a little delay, but your boy back, man. Listen, man, we got some things to talk about, but before we even get started, man, could y'all please like, comment, and subscribe to always catch this vibe, man. Y'all already know. So, last video I made, man, I was just talking about the game on Friday. I've been away for a couple of days, partly for the fact that I wanted to give myself a chance to digest what I saw and not give an instant reaction, because sometimes, you get a little overly, excited about some of the things you see in the game, and you just gotta sit back, watch some things get broken down. I even listened to some content creators. I've seen Baldy's breakdown, some other people's breakdown, professional breakdowns of some of the tape. If you did watch the game on Friday, the field conditions weren't the best at all. Kind of was like the Super Bowl, if not worse. Still no excuse, man. They got the dub. Some things I've seen I really wasn't impressed with. We'll hold off on that topic. Some things I wasn't impressed with, but there were some a lot of bright spots, man. I will say, the debut for Saquon Barkley. Oh my God, 3 touchdowns. He had a receiving touchdown from Jalen Hurts to the corner. He caught that, man. That was crazy double coverage. Jalen Hurts was getting blitzed. He was beating the blitz, man. I think he threw for almost like. There's been a couple different stats out there. Excuse me, sorry. But a couple of different stats out there saying that he was 5 for 6 or 8 for 9 or 7 for 9, something like that, with close to almost 100 yards. One other one was like 76 yards. But regardless of whatever it was, man, it's good to see, because that was a big problem for us last year. I think the biggest test will be week 4 when we play Tampa Bay. Shout out to my man Drew. He already said they about to bring the noise, so we gonna see what they gonna do, man. But I really do think, man, Hurts is really trying to work on some of the things that he was doing wrong for these last couple of years. He did throw 2 picks. I know Baldy came out and talked about AJ Brown, slip on the play, because like I said earlier, the field conditions weren't that good. I don't know why the NFL, I understand why they went down there, but you still want to make sure that the playing conditions are pretty good for the players. So, they got 17 games plus to play. Some of these players do. You don't want them getting injured first week. So, like I said, Phil wasn't good on pass rush. How can I say this, man? So Bryce Huff, people were making a big deal about Bryce Huff. Like I said, the field condition was kind of similar to the Super Bowl conditions of the field. And as you remember, if you did watch that, it just, the pass rusher wasn't getting there, and it was getting there all year in 2022. So same thing kind of happened here. I did like what I saw from Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter. Jalen Carter is just, bro, he's a monster, throwing people around. He was getting, DMs in his Instagram box. They was talking about, calling him all types of names and stuff like that, racial names, all types of wildness. It is what it is, but I really don't think he meant any harm. Honestly, it's football. The man's still standing up, so he's still a threat. So you got to make sure you get that man to the ground. And then, Sweat came in and hit Jordan Love. But I do want to make sure that he is okay. I think I saw he's going to be out for like 3 to 6 weeks, or like 4 to 8, something like that. And I think Malik Willis will be starting for them. And I think they're also looking for a quarterback. So hopefully it's not too bad. He did just sign his contract. But overall, man, both teams just look sloppy, man. I ain't going to sit there and say, like, because I hear people, and I understand why, like, I hear people and fans, because like I said, we're fans first. I'm a fan first. But I still got to keep it real. Like, Jalen Hurts throwing 2 picks, that's crazy. But at the same time, like I seen Baldy, he was talking about, he was slipping. But, AJ was slipping. But my thing is this, and I'm not going to go in on Hurts or nothing like that, or the team, but it's a lot of stuff that they got to clean up. The starters didn't start during the preseason. People are calling this the preseason game, getting a rushed off, not getting rushed off. So that's all good and dandy. But coming into next week, Monday Night Football, you're playing the Falcons, Kirk Cousins, and all that good stuff, right? And my whole thing is this: they didn't do too well this past week too. This is why I wanted to watch the whole week, because I wanted to make sure I could see. Because I'm the type of person, I have to see. Like, I need to see what's going on, because stats don't tell the whole story in my eyes. So I watched a lot of these teams. Kirk Cousins didn't look well, as you know. He's coming off that. I think he tore his ACL, if I'm not mistaken, but coming off a major injury. Technology is a little different today than it used to be. So, a lot of those injuries you be out for a year plus, whatever the case may be. But players are coming back earlier. I still think he's a little rusty, so I don't know how he performs on Monday Night Football. But if it's anything like he has in the past, he is going to lose. So I don't know, man. Kirk Cousins is going to have to do something, but I want to see from this team, man. Like, and I'm gonna go back and forth. I'm going on my little tangent, but I want to see from this team, the pass rush getting there. Because, like I said, field conditions, yeah, subpar. But Bryce Huff is making 17 million a year for the next couple of years. So I need to see something, man. I need to see, him getting to the quarterback. I love what I seen from the linebackers, man. They were everywhere. Shout out to Zach Baun, 2 sacks, 15 tackles. Man, this man was riding the bench for the Saints. Who how how Vic Fangio found this man? I do, but I'm glad he did, man. I'm so sorry we got cut off right there. I hit my key by accident, but back to Zach Baun, man. Listen, I'm sitting there every time I'm looking at the screen on defense, like I'm seeing Zach Baun's jersey. I'm seeing Zach Baun like in the frame of the screen, and I'm like, this man is everywhere. Now, like I said in my last video, Devin White didn't fly out, and there's been speculation talking about that they wanted to trade him, whatever the case may be, because I guess they like what who they have in the Kobe Dean and Zach Baun and Trot and all that good stuff. But then like I said, I listen to other content creators. I listen to Jacob. I hope I say this right, Jacob Sports. So Dan Sileo, yeah, I listen to Dan Sileo. He, what I'm saying, he been growing on me, man. But also the younger guy. I can't think. It's him and the reporter. I can't think of the name of the podcast. But shout out to them, man. Go watch their content. But these are reporters, so I like to get kind of hear what some of the reporters say about the team because they kind of they're the closest thing to the players. So, so a lot of people. So he was saying, and it was Jeff. Oh God, I should have had his name. I'm so sorry for this, but if y'all know who I'm talking about. But he has said that throughout camp that Devin White was dealing with an injury, so practicing things like that, could have re-aggravated the injury to the point where, he needed to sit out. Same thing with Isaiah. Oh my God, I forgot Isaiah Rodgers. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. It's late at night, man. It's 10 o'clock, man. I'm sorry, but I'm trying to get this content out to y'all. So, yeah, man. So I'm not really worried about the trade rumors. If it happens, it happens. But with the defense, I did like what I saw. Quinyon Mitchell, man, clamps, lockdown, and then getting it. And I told y'all. I hope some of y'all was here when I first started this, and I first started talking about Quinyon. I bought the PFF app, man. I got to tell the story now. Bought the PFF app because I'm like, I'm trying to give y'all, better stats, even though I don't really be using it like that. So, went on there and I looked up the stats for the corners, and I'm like, yo, who this, who the young guy, who this young man right here? Looked at him, even the pick, the one pick like his draft pick or combine pick, whatever. Like, bro, he just looked like he got that pit bull in him. Like, I'm telling y'all, man. So when I went out there and I looked at the film on Friday and I seen my man, he was locked down, getting in my man's face. Like, come on, man. That's one of their top receivers. He don't even care. Like, bro, that's what I need. We needed that here on this team, man. That was the element that was missing on this team, man. That dog. Cause it's like, yo, even though you're young, don't mean you still can't step up in the big moments, man. And it seems to be that he can play inside. He played mostly outside. I don't even think he played inside at all, to be honest with you. Avante Maddox, love my boy, but they was picking on him, man. Excuse me, dang, my fault. They was picking on him, man. They was picking on him. They was, you know what I'm saying? Kind of was getting kind of exposed out there. So I'm hoping Cooper DeJean come back, can fill that role. I know he played about 2 or 3 snaps. I don't think he was even in that many times, if I'm not mistaken. But so far so good. I was seeing from the defense, but overall, I'm gonna get a game. Overall, and I'm not even done talking about it, but overall, I'm gonna get a game to see, man. Because they gotta improve. That's not A performance. That's not even B performance, to be honest with you. But it's a good start. It's a good. I will give y'all. I will say that much. It's a good start. I'm happy we got the W in Brazil. Having to fly 9-10 hours. You know what I'm saying? Different conditions. These aren't the usual conditions that they deal with on a game day or even a game day Friday. So very, 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 very crazy. But overall, man, I'm happy that they got the W, putting up 34. I think it was 34 points if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. But putting up 34 points. Uh, AJ Brown going off, but Saquon, bro, going crazy, bro. And it's like to sit there and say that he wasn't going to have the CMC effect. I know I'm just rambling, but to say he wasn't going to have the CMC effect is crazy in my eyes. Cause I'm like, bro, I seen the one play where he just cut and just hit the afterburners and just took off up the field. I'm like, yo, this is going to be amazing if everything goes right. Now I'm glad I said that because now it made me remember something else that I wanted to talk about. Some of that play calling I seen look like Nick Sirianni. Come on, man. Like, let's not mess up a good thing. And I understand, like, Nick still being the head coach, he wants to implement the offense that he likes. I'm not gonna lie, like if the 2022 offense was Nick Sirianni, but it wasn't. It was somebody else's. But my thing is, I know he want to see certain things, but let Kellen Moore do what he need to do. That's what I'm saying. It'd have been a whole different situation if 2022 was him, but it wasn't. It wasn't all him. So it'd be, you know what I'm saying? So I understand he wants that control, but let Kellen Moore, like it was so beautiful seeing motion, bruh. It was beautiful seeing motion, cuz like, come on, man. I was like, I'm like, yo, I'm sitting there screaming at the screen, like, oh my God, they moving in the backfield. Like, yo, I was just amazed. Like, but listen, man, it's a lot more in store that we got to look forward to. Jahan Dotson, I know he got targeted a couple times, almost a pick six with Jalen Hurts decision making. Like I said, I'm not trying to go in on Hurts, but I'm expecting more, man. Like my thing is this: he said, hold yourself to a high standard. So I'm trying to hold my man to a high standard. I need to see more. I need to see better come Monday night, man. Now they get this like a little extra couple of days off, so good for the body. Cause I seen even with who was that? Lamar Jackson, I think it was. I was watching ESPN or something like that today. Probably Pat McAfee. I watch the show usually at 12 o'clock, but he was saying earlier that, or I guess they pulled the clip up with is it Jim Harbaugh, their coach? I know it was one of the Harbaughs, but excuse me. Um, put up the clip saying that Lamar needed an extra day, so Lamar they played on Thursday, bro, and he needs an extra day already. That's not good, man. He lost that weight. He cut some of that weight, so it's like. And I was even saying, I'm not trying to pick on nobody, but I gotta call it how I see it. Like I was sitting there watching Lamar, and he was dotting it up. Don't get me wrong, but I still seen that he wanted to run, still wanted to run, and then that's what they want. That's why they kind of don't want Jalen Hurts doing that because last year he had the injury. You know what I mean, and it kind of affected his gameplay. If Lamar gets injured early, that's not good for the Baltimore Ravens at all. Now I know they signed what's my man name? I know what I'm talking about. He got braids too, I think, if I'm not mistaken. But decent quarterback, decent backup quarterback. So they got these. They know they got their backup. He know the offense and all that good stuff, or at least he's gonna learn the offense. But yeah, man, it's just you just got to be careful with all that kind of stuff. But all across the league, man, I'm sitting there just looking at different teams that we got to play, and I'm like, man, Eagles might not be the best looking team, but they wanted at least the top three best looking teams. I have to give it to San Fran for them to not have Christian McCaffrey. They still did what they had to do, man. So they still a threat. I'm probably expecting to see them more the Lions. I even watched the Lions game. They look pretty good. Some things they need to work on, but the one wide receiver, he was snapping. I'm like, God, I had to pick him up on my fantasy show. Hope they put them waiver claims in. You feel me? So, yeah, man. But so yeah. So across the league, man, it's the first week. A lot of teams are going to adjust to some of the things that they didn't do or perform, or execute on. Is probably a better word, but it's going to be some things that we're going to see differently from different teams. And like I said, I'm not going to get excited, but I do feel like my team, man. I'm not, I'm not trying to jinx them, nothing like that. But I really do feel like they can do it. They just got to make sure everything stay cool, man. If it's, 'cause like I said, if it's Nick Sirianni got any of his hands on that playbook, it's going to be some issues, man. Because you can see in some of them drives look so fluid, and then other drives just look like it was just so rusty. I'm like, bro, why can't we get nothing going? Like, got all this talent out here, man. So, but I think Jalen Hurts gonna go back in the lab. Even the snap, man, with him and Cam Jurgens still off, fumbled the rock. Just little small stuff that they just need to work on. But I was expecting better, but at the same time they didn't play, so I couldn't be too mad. But this is why it's important to play in the preseason, have more joint practices where they're hitting each other and stuff like that, because the elements are different, man. It's not the same. I said that Friday. It's not the same, man. It's not the same in practice when you sitting here, you got loud music playing, and you know you're not about to get hit. If I know I'm not about to get hit, oh yeah, I'm gonna do what I gotta do. But if I'm blindsided like that one when they were blitzing Hurts. My man came from the if you looking from the quarterback perspective from the right side. I was like, golly. Hurts wasn't getting hit like that in practice. Like, come on, man. So you gonna feel them Jones, man. So it's they gotta get that rust off. But if they get it off, Kellen Moore keep using this motion. You feel me? This motion, bro. I was telling you, I was so happy to see that, man. So it was just a breath of fresh air. But listen, man, they keep that motion, man, making it harder for these defenses because you can see they was getting tricked. Saquon really, and I want them, and there's something else I want to talk about because I know they tried to do the touch push and it didn't work the one time, or it was the first time, if I'm not mistaken. Let's not make things complicated, man. You got running backs like Saquon Barkley. Even Kenneth Gainwell had a couple nice plays that I like from him. Use them guys, man. You paying them for a reason. No disrespect. I know you want to keep Saquon. You want to monitor his plays and stuff like that. But bro, you tend to 5 to 10 yards within the goal and red zone, whatever you want to call it. Use your running backs. That's all San Fran was doing yesterday. Run, run, run. Not even said that. I'm like, bro, we got a running back. Why are we doing all this throwing? Run the ball. Run the rock. It's not hard. I know you gotta divvy up the plays so players get their touches, but run the ball. It opens everything up for the team, man. So with this talent, I'm expecting you see something a little bit different. They got some things to work on. So I'm not gonna sit here and just be like, oh yeah. Oh yeah, forget the 2 picks. A pick's a pick, bro. I don't care if he slipped or if he didn't slip, man. It's a pick, man. It's going down as a pick. And that's 2 picks to start the season off with. So, I expect Jalen to be better. I know he expects better of himself. He said it in the press conference and stuff like that. So, no disrespect. It's all love, man. But my thing is, you got to execute, man. I know he learning a new offense. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know whose hands are on what. I couldn't even tell you, but I know I seen some motion in that backfield, so I know Kellen calling some of these calls. So, but it looks to be promising, man. It looks to be very good for us in the future because I'm trying to tell y'all, man. A lot of these, like even if our defense ain't, like I said, they did well, and I'm expecting them to do, add on or build on that. If they don't pick it up, at least the offense can go out there and they can score. And they should be able to go out there and score at will. At will, excuse me. So with that being said, man, I know I probably left some things out. I'm probably gonna make another video where, breaking down some of these topics with a little bit more stats and stuff like that. But yeah, man, I appreciate everybody that's been watching. I know I got off on a little tangent, but I go when I'm, it's late, man. I'm tired. So so anyway, man, but with that being said, man, I appreciate y'all watching. If you could please like, comment, and subscribe to always catch this vibe. I appreciate the new subscribers as well, man. It really mean a lot. If y'all got anything y'all want me to talk about, you already know, drop it down low. Pause. But drop it down low in the comments, and I'll have a little conversation with y'all. We'll talk about some things, but it also helps me with my topics from my videos when they're a little bit more structured, unlike this one. So with that being said, like I said, man, it's not from the No Cut Sports Podcast. I appreciate y'all watching. Eagles are 1-0. So you already know, baby. Go Birds. I'ma holla at y'all, man. Y'all be safe.